Welcome to Fondy Famous. I'm your host, Kelly Northlee. Today I'm here with Money Karl and Dean Berg, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what got them into comedy and what that looks like in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you just want to start and give me a little bit of a rundown on how you got into doing comedy.
Yep, like you said, my name's Dean Berg. I started comedy when I was really little. I used to do it at family functions and things. I'd mimic all the comedians I saw on TV, like Holey or Bob Nelson or some of those. I do a lot of their bits, and my family would always call me in, while you're playing outside, come and do the thing, come and do the thing. So that's where I really got started, was like doing it just as like a pet monkey for my family. But then 2008, thought about giving it a try for real. Messaged Comedy Club, asked them what it takes, and they gave me a shot right away. And so did a show. A guest spot, went well. Job that I had at the time, I toured quite a bit for, and so I would book myself at comedy clubs or different venues and things. And
as you toured with your job?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I used it as I made sure to take advantage of it. Like, so if I was in Fargo, for example, I contact the comedy club they had there and say, hey, can I get on, even if it's just a 5-minute spot?
Yeah.
Back then there wasn't competition like there is now, so It was a lot easier. It was like, yeah, sure. And then I'd be on, and then took a break for a little while, and then just as COVID was kind of starting to dwindle, saw that Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton had their open mic, and hopped on there and started getting back into the swing of things, and here we are.
All right.
And that's the real short version, but yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, what was that like?
All right, so I got started in the pandemic. I was on a TV show for MiniGolf of all things, so that's how I guess I relate to comedy. I lost twice on that show, making me the only 2-time loser, so I embarrassed myself in front of probably millions of people on primetime television, so I was like, I'll just give stand-up a try, why not? So I also went to Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton for their open mic. I got on and it didn't go terrible. People did actually laugh with me, some at me, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's laughs anyway. And then here we are. So I've been doing it for about 3.5 years. Met Dean, found out we both lived in Fond du Lac, and we became partners and started producing shows together and being on shows together, and yeah, here we are today.
Partners in crime, huh?
Yeah.
Partners in comedy.
Well, I'm the crime because I have all
Okay.
the counterfeit money. And Dean's just there. Yeah.
The counterfeit money. Oh my goodness, we have to show these. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but they have bills, and this is their business card, and it looks like cash, which is pretty cool. So don't be using that locally. Oh my goodness. So where are the shows that you guys are typically booking around here, and what does that look like for you?
Our premier venue that we use is the Hive.
Yep.
We love being there. They have an event for any kind of audience, so we basically have the comedy side of things. So we do a quarterly showcase there now called Live from the Hive. We're also doing a Roast of Santa Claus in December, which is a lot of fun. Everyone dresses up as different characters from different holiday movies. And it's just fun to see the level of involvement people get with their costumes.
Is this one a kid-appropriate one, or is this more
No,
adult
this is
centric?
definitely adult appropriate.
Okay.
I mean, if your kids are fine with some adult themes and some swearing, maybe okay. But it's just kind of fun to see like how different comics will how much effort that they'll put into making their character.
Mm-hmm.
Some are like, yeah, I just spent $3 at the dollar store and this is my character, and some people are like, yeah, I just dropped a couple bands to make this Santa Claus as realistic as possible or whatever. So it's kind of neat to see the level of that and just the cleverness of jokes that people come up with for the different characters. But our Live from the Hive showcase, that just brings in comics from mainly just the Midwest, but just from different areas, and basically is showcasing a short set from what those comics have to bring. So it's a good way to discover a comic that you haven't heard about before, and it helps create a following for them as well as us. So it's just bringing more connection to Fond du Lac as a comedy community.
Okay. And these are monthly? Is that what you said?
Quarterly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so our next one will be May 24th, and then September 20th, and then November 29th, which is Black Friday. And then
That'll be a good one.
Yeah,
they all will be, I'm sure, but
Black
that'll
Friday's
be a good
fun
time.
because it's like everybody's always doing stuff in the morning, the early shopping, getting those deals, and then it's like, well, what are you going to do in the evening?
Right.
Let's go watch some people tell some funny stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So what else do you guys have planned here in Fond du Lac? You said that you're doing some things to help other comedians a little bit, and really just grow the comedic scene here, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's kind of cool with doing comedy is like we meet so many people all the time, so we're always networking. You know, we want to network with more bars, restaurants, other venues in the area and just have more types of comedy shows. There's enough comics that every show is going to be different, so the more people that want to get involved, the better. And it can be whether just an open mic type of thing where other comics are practicing, trying to get better, learn, make some new jokes, and just even if someone's never done comedy before, they can also try it themselves, see how hard it is maybe, and get a new appreciation for how comics are performing. And also just if there's people that are trying to close the gap of how far they have to travel to go do comedy, I think that's helpful too. So like for us, Fond du Lac is really the central point for all the different comedy scenes in Wisconsin, but it's about 45 minutes for us to get to any location. So that was kind of why we initially had an open mic in Fond du Lac. We just wanted more stage time, but we didn't want to have to drive an hour to get it.
I think a lot of people here want that. Like, we want to go to events, we want to see these things, and it's nice not to have to drive the 45 minutes.
Right.
So
I just think people just need to be aware and support. Like, if you don't go, we can't keep doing it. We're not going to perform for an empty room. We can do that in front of our mirrors and our underwear if we want to. So
you're like, that's every Tuesday for me.
yeah, exactly.
Yep. So a little bit about your background that got you guys here back before this. You said that you were did comedy as a kid, and then your name, it came from a TV show you had said, right?
Yeah, so Money Karl came from the show Holey, Moley, which is still on Hulu and Netflix. So you can watch that. But yeah, it's cool. Like, I didn't go on initially for that. I played MiniGolf professionally and went with my name up for that. And all of a sudden, one of the times participating and competing, someone had a sign that said Money Karl, and people started chanting that, so I stuck with it.
Have you ever met that person?
But I did get to keep the poster though. So
okay.
So I have that still. That's kind of neat. But it was just like, that was just random that they changed my name too.
Yeah.
So like, I went on the show as Mr. MiniGolf, and then now I'm Money Karl. So they just didn't like the branding of Mr. MiniGolf, I guess.
You should do a little TikTok and be like, help me find this person.
Yeah,
and like,
that'd be cool.
12 years ago or something, they were holding a sign or whatever.
Four. So right at the beginning of the pandemic. So like literally the last day that we were filming, if we hadn't gotten out of LA, we would have been stuck there because they shut down the airport. So we got back just in time.
That's wild, the timing on that. Okay, so you guys have a show coming up on May, was it 24th, 26th? Okay, 24th.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's at the Hive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what else do we have booked out? April? May?
September 20th, November 29th, and then December 20th in this area. But Dean and I do shows pretty much all over the Midwest, mostly Wisconsin, but I mean, I was just in Michigan recently for a couple shows. Going to be going down to Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, so I mean, definitely get around a bit.
All right. And people can book you, how can they book you? Because you guys also do like private shows and other events too?
Sure, yeah. So at least for me, but I mean, we're both connected, so if you want one of us or both of us, either way is fine. But I'm cashmoneycomedy.com with a K for cash, and Dean is DeanBergComedy.com.
All right.
He probably should talk to
I
you.
was like, I could have said that.
Yeah, I'm just showing how much I know about you.
Yeah, he does all the talking.
That's
I'm
okay.
kind of like Mike Tyson.
I was gonna say we're like Penn and Teller.
Yeah, he's like, what was that guy with the hair with the,
Don King. Yeah.
He's like Don King, and I'm like Mike Tyson. He does all the talking.
He's the
You
talent.
put me in a ring, you ring the bell, and I go.
Yeah, he's the talent. I'm just the talker guy. Yeah.
But do you have the tiger?
I I can't say that.
We can't say that legally in Fond du Lac.
Department of Natural Resources might be watching. Yeah, it's deanbergcomedy.com.
Okay.
Is my primary gigs site.
Okay, and what is your favorite kind of comedy to do? Like, do you have any skits or any particular things that you guys really enjoy?
I'm notoriously known as the prop comic in our comedy scene, so which other comics maybe don't like so much, but I think people like it a lot. I have a money gun that I shoot off into the crowd. Sometimes I'll throw snacks at people. Just you get hungry.
Yeah, you don't want a hangry audience.
Right. Yeah.
And mine is just I do a lot of storytelling, real life, relatable kind of stuff.
Okay.
I occasionally will bring a prop, but that's only
To make fun of me.
well, no. If it's an opportunistic moment, like found a brake pad one day and I brought that into the show.
Okay.
Use that as a prop. Just quick little riff on some stuff like that. So I don't do a lot of prop kind of stuff, but a little bit of impressions, that sort of thing. Working on some other things too. It's not ready yet.
Always perfecting,
I was
right?
gonna say we're both pretty observational, like just seeing what's going on around.
Observational humor. Yeah.
Starting to add a little bit of music in there.
Okay.
See how it
Yeah.
goes.
Are you guys singing, or are you just adding a little bit of music to your production?
My last performance that I did some beatboxing.
I do some
Okay.
singing in mine right now.
All
And I
right.
did my very first song last weekend too, which was good enough that people liked it, so I guess I'll continue.
Nice. It wasn't the one where it falls flat and then you keep doing it for forever and ever.
No, I think it was all right. People were laughing.
Good.
They might have been laughing at me, but I'll take that too.
And I'm working on an impression that will have mostly singing. I think it's very good.
All right. Do you dance with it too, or no?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay.
Actually, it's a duet thing, isn't it? Right?
It can be.
I'm his backup
It
dancer and
can
singer.
be.
A backup dancer. You didn't know you were going to add that to your resume, huh?
Yeah. Classically trained in dance.
Do you do ballet? Could you do ballet?
I'll try.
No, there's no ballet.
No ballet.
Yeah, we're still working on the choreography. We don't know what style we're in yet.
Gotcha.
It revolves around. For a while, I had thought about making my stage name Dean Black,
Okay.
because after shows all the time, people will come up to me and they'll be like, "Hey, did anybody ever tell you kind of look like Jack Black, or you remind me of Jack Black?"
Okay. I could see that.
Yeah. And,
Dean Black.
It used to kind of offend me. Like I used to get kind of upset by it because I'm like, why not Brad Pitt? Why not Tom Cruise? Why Jack Black? And why a fat guy? That's funny. And so it used to bug me, but now I embrace it and I actually kind of like it. So I've kind of been working on some stuff, trying to incorporate that a little bit. Because I was going to call myself Dean Black, because then I thought people might kind of see resemblance and be like, I like his cousin or his
Right.
brother or something. But I like my name, so I just continue to use my name.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But yeah, just talking about names and whatever, I kind of got off track there a little bit.
That's all right. So where can people find you if they want to check out your pages and see what events you've got coming up?
Yeah, we're both on Facebook, Instagram. Dean's really powerful on TikTok.
All
He
right.
owns TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then our websites again, so cashmoneycomedy.com and deanbergcomedy.com.
Yep.
And I do all the talking for Dean.
Because I'm on everything. My Instagram, I don't do a lot on. My
Do you post your outfits of the day though?
on my Instagram. I should
No,
start, though.
you should. I think that would be
Yeah,
good.
I should do that. And then like the platform formerly known as Twitter. What I don't know,
X, yeah.
now. I hardly do anything on there at all anymore.
I try to bury my account.
But my main socials are TikTok, and it's just Dean Berg or Dean Berg Comedy. Type my name
Okay.
with the word comedy, you'll usually find me. And then my Facebook is Dean V Berg, because I have my middle initial in there, but I also have a check mark after that. Blue check mark thing.
All right.
So you know it's me. But that's mainly where you find most. Is probably Facebook, between Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you can probably also find my money on the ground somewhere too. So.
Yes, just make sure not to spend it.
Right.
Or
It
you
has
might
all
end-
my
you
socials
might end
on
up
there
dead.
too, so it really is my business card.
I do love that. I think that's really cool. Stands out. Excellent. Was there anything else that you guys want to add that you want people to know about you?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're going to do with you is we're going to do a golden ticket giveaway. So I don't know the frequency of what we're going to do with that yet, but basically if you win the golden ticket, you'll get to go to any of our shows. So that's something we're excited about because we want more people to experience comedy and get behind that and help grow Fond du Lac with the comedy scene, as well as just networking and connecting with other businesses too. So hopefully that will help bridge that gap, and you'll see us at a show.
Excellent.
And
I'm
Dean will
excited
talk,
about
too.
it.
Yeah.
We'll let him talk sometimes.
Yeah. Actually, he goes up on stage, and it's like a ventriloquist dummy, and I just doing the act, and
Okay.
he's just there. So, yeah.
There you go. New idea.
Just call me a dummy.
Actually, I'd be the dummy because I'd be talking as the dummy, so I guess I'm a dummy. That's fine.
Whatever.
I'll be on the lookout for that one. Well, thank you guys so much for being here and for doing this with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well,
It's
thanks
good to
for
get to know
having
you
us.
guys.